Okay, I'm returning to the Exidy Crash board I've pretty much have fixed everything on it. But I decided to go ahead and work on a self-test program for this. I haven't actually started that yet, but I have been working on converting my Z80 assembler to a 6502 assembler. If you looked at my previous videos when I did a self-test or a RAM and ROM test for Gremlin head-on, that was a Z80 based program, or Z80 based computer board or circuit board. And so I wrote an assembler in Tickle, tool control language, for that. So I've taken that same program and I've converted it for 6502 instruction set. And so this is the first time I've tried to write anything in 6502 for an arcade board. So this board here is the Exidy Crash board, and I programmed up basically just a very simple hello world, and let's see what it does. Now this is the first time I've tried my assembler, so it should say hello world at the top of the screen. Yeah, so it's saying hello world, but it's not solid, so I need to adjust the program. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's flickering on fast. I should have done a halt or some other instruction to keep that from happening. So let me go tweak the program and I'll be back. But anyway, this is, if I can do this, then I can write the self-test and display the RAM OK or whichever RAMs are bad on the screen. So this was just a first test to see, first of all, can I get the 6502 assembler to work? Second of all, can I write to the screen? And so this test basically proves both of those, but I would like to go ahead and fix that where it's not flickering. So let me do that and I'll be back. Okay, so I programmed up a new EEPROM and I've changed it to where the wording hello world will be centered on the screen and it should not flicker now. And there you go. There it is. Hello world. So now that I know I can write to the screen and it's working, basically I cleared the screen, I wrote the word, that's all this program did. I can start on a self-test now. I don't think it'll be too difficult. Let me dig up the schematics here and see if I can discuss this a little bit. The character ROMs are in a different situation on this board than they were for the Gremlin version. So this is the main schematic here where we talk about the this is the video RAM here, these 8 2102 1K by 8 EEPROMs. You have 1K basically of screen memory. Each one of these RAMs is going to hold a character code. All right, the character codes are fed into the address lines here of these 4 PROMs. Now this is where the fonts are defined, okay? So they addressed the fonts so that you can send ASCII data to these and it will decode and give you the ASCII output. So that's all I did here. I sent hello world, just ASCII characters, to the memory addresses for these RAMs, right? And it's a 1K, it's a 32 by 32 grid on the screen, 32 by 32. So you calculate where the center is, and you just, you send the ASCII characters there and it just shows up. The reason I had flickering is I was using branching and the branch was wrong. It was not, I was checking for 0 flag, but apparently it was not correct. So it was constantly resetting. And so the screen would clear and then it would print hello again. And so that's what was going on. That's why I was flickering. It was constantly clearing the screen and reprinting hello world. So I fixed that bug and made this an infinite loop instead of a branch that wasn't, infinitely looping. So yeah, that's all this video was, just to basically test out the new Tickle program I wrote for 6502 assembler, and to write hello world to the screen so that I know I can actually write code to this board. So expect more videos in the future, I guess. Thanks for watching.